Teaching is about honor and goodness and mercy. It really is. And no one will be watching you most of the time. You either live up to the calling of this profession or you don't. And most likely, no one will ever know but you.
And he climbs on up the hill, on the rock on which he stands. He looks back at the crowd, he looks down at his hands, and he says, I am a difference maker. Oh, I am a difference maker. Oh, I am.
Mrs. Conway, you will be missed because you were an awesome teacher in statistics and you made it really fun for me and you inspired me to think every day like a statistician, and you also inspired me to choose my major in statistics, and for that I thank you, and you will be very much missed in Talmadge.
Mrs. Conway meant a lot to me because I learned how not to give up on myself, because she didn't give up on me, and that's one of the first things that I ever noticed, and to that I can never be more grateful. So thank you, Miss Conway. Thanks for believing in me. We all love you.
Mrs. Conway was a wonderful teacher. She gave me confidence in a subject in which I had never had confidence before. Not only did I appreciate her love for Star Wars, but I also admired her never-ending supply of kindness, patience, and humor. Thank you for everything that you've done.
Mrs. Conway means a lot to me because she never gave up on me and she always believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself.
Mrs. Conway is such a great teacher because she only helps guide you to a solution. If you don't know what you're doing, she doesn't outrightly give you the answer, but she makes you use your own knowledge to find your way so you know how to do it later.
Mrs. Conway is a terrific teacher because she truly cares about each and every student that has ever walked through her classroom. And after 30-some years of teaching, she's not burnt out and every bit as excited about stepping in the classroom as she was the very first day.
Miss Conway is an amazing teacher because she really cares about her students, and she would offer ACT prep during academy times for students that couldn't afford to get an ACT tutor like me.
Mrs. Conway is a great teacher because she inspired Ganas. Said with Ganas all is possible. She introduced that concept with her passion beyond math, but just for learning in general. And it translated for me to all subjects. And I tried more than I thought I probably would. I even went up and tried AP Calculus because of her, and I was inspired by her group work. She made learning a social situation, and I learned from my peers, but I learned from her and her example and her passion for teaching, and because of that, I think it really influenced my decision to become an educator, and I appreciate all that she contributed to my high school education. Thank you, Mrs. Conway.
Again, I could say a million things about Mrs. Conway, but she was an amazing teacher to me. She was my favorite teacher. She made math, statistics, oh my gosh, get her started, right? I mean, she was incredible, she was funny. She brought in all those Star Wars figures, which was always hilarious, and I just loved her, man. It was my favorite class of the day, always. She was the best. I love her.
Hi, Mrs. Conway. I just wanted to say I appreciate you so much because of all the dedication and hard work you put into school and you put into making sure everybody understands everything. Everybody loves and appreciates you so much. We are going to miss you next year.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, other Mom. Hi, Mom. You might recognize the windows. We're in your old classroom at RTHS. We just wanted to say, from brownies and camping and Woofy, our pet spider,
to all the car rides from soccer to band and just driving us all over the place.
To putting up with your worst student probably ever and turning a blind eye to most of the evening activities and not having a curfew growing up.
To stats class and having a great roommate in college.
You've been more than just a teacher, you've become our friend, and
THS is gonna miss you. We love you.
Thank you so much for all of your hard work in making sure that every student felt heard and cared for in your classes, and especially during your lunchtime tutoring sessions. You showed me what it was to be a true educator, and for that I am eternally grateful. Thank you.
Mrs. Conway was a terrific teacher because she'd always go the extra mile. She'd host those weekly review sessions. She'd take you to John Carroll on a field trip to review. It's like she genuinely wanted you to learn statistics.
Mrs. Conway was a terrific teacher because she cared more about her students than herself. She was dedicated to her students' learning and their success and did everything she could in her power to make learning fun and entertaining. Thank you for showing us what being an awesome teacher really means, Mrs. Conway. We will use what you've taught us to be the best teachers that we can be. Happy retirement! We love you!
Mrs. Conway was a terrific teacher because of her passion and how much she just genuinely cared about all the students in her classroom. There's stuff that I learned from her and life lessons I use even today. So thank you for everything.
Words cannot describe how much you have helped me throughout my struggle to better understand math. You have touched the hearts of so many students, including mine. You will never be forgotten, Miss Conway. Thank you.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your love pass you by. Weep not for